Groovy ladies and gentlemen out there, welcome to JHouze Radio. Today's very sexy, sexual, erotic, to the bone, make you want to scream to have the neighbors complain episode is about action movies. And today we have one of the slickest, grooviest, sexiest people I know. Let everyone show of hands for Ricky the Man Taki.
Oh
Oh my
man,
god.
dude, I was actually inspired by that, bro.
I like that. I don't know if I'm watching a late night HBO show or
And
a
also,
podcast.
we have Sexual Chocolate himself, KJ,
Oh yeah.
Oh,
on the
man.
mic. But
Welcome,
not the
ladies and
way you're
gentlemen.
thinking.
Welcome. Oh my god.
Yeah, man. I think Mike. Oh man.
And then Los, introduce
That is-
yourself. Introduce yourself, Los.
And of course, there's me, the secret you don't want to tell your mama. Los himself.
The secret you don't want to tell your mama. Oh my god.
man.
Oh wow.
Hey, I was kind of confused there for a moment. I was like, hey, am I on the right podcast or what?
What
Oh,
podcast is this? But yeah, guys, this is JHouze Radio episode 29. We are doing our second episode where we're trying to figure out the best action film of all time. Last
Wasn't it
episode,
second round, really?
kind of second round. I guess you can say second round.
Second round.
And John Wick is in the finals, so we're trying to figure out who's going to meet John Wick in the finals tonight and take home the crown of best action film of all time. But before we start that, Ricky, you're new on the podcast. Tell everybody a little bit about yourself before we get started.
All right. So yeah, my name is Ricky. Obviously, you guys can call me Ricky Taki, or Slick Rick,
Slick Rick, I like
Rick,
that.
and So, I'm actually what can I say? I'm an artist myself. I love filmmaker to the T. And I know these guys way back, especially Carlos. So
Yeah.
I practice film because of him, honestly. So he was actually my high school teacher, believe it or not.
Yeah.
So
Los was your high school teacher?
Yeah.
yes,
I
indeed.
never knew that. Holy crap.
Oh man, yep. He started everything, man. So because of
Okay.
him, I'm over here, and I know what I know because of him. So you know what was interesting, that Carlo took over a teacher that he was a firefighter and a teacher at the same time, and he was more as a fighter than a damn teacher. So Carlos took over his position at Uni Hill and the whole video production, obviously, department. And Carlos, this guy was my teacher for 3 years. Carlos came in 1 year, and what I learned in 1 year was I never learned what I did in 3 years.
Actually, it was less because
So-
remember he did it up until the Multi Arts Festival, so he did it. For
Right.
I did it for half a year.
He disappeared in the Multi Arts. He disappeared in the Multi Arts Festival, which is crazy. And you just came out like you just came in, not like, okay, what's the plan here? What we got here? So that was exciting. That was So-
to give you a little idea how the difference with me and the other teacher was, he was very specific as far as who could do what job. Like if he told you, okay, you're a camera guy, that's the only job you could do. You couldn't do anything else. So people were coming up to me and goes, hey, can I run camera? I'm like, yeah, go ahead. You got 30 minutes. Go run the camera.
All right, so our first matchup today is going to be 300 taking on Chocolat. Ricky, since you are our guest host today, I'm gonna let you pick which one you might go and give us a reason why you're picking that one.
man. I'm gonna even Chocolate is a classic, but 300 just took everything at that time when it came out.
Yeah,
So 300 is one of those. I don't know if you call it like it's just the whole, the whole crazy thing happening with all the whole freaking, it was just awesome, dude. It was just the whole 300, and for us as a filmmaker, that was actually, how they did the whole, dividing of the whole. They had all the soldiers, and they had like 20 soldiers to multiply it to thousands.
Yeah.
Yeah, plus the virtual sets too.
All the virtual sets and all that. So just because of that, so I give it to 300. So
Lois, I do have the right trailer here, right? Just FYI.
Hold on.
For Chocolat. Just to make sure.
Yes.
I did.
Yeah.
All right, awesome. Just wanted to make sure.
All right. So my opinion next or yours?
You can go, Los.
All right. Although I will say 300 is groundbreaking. I will say 300 created a new style that a lot of people imitated afterwards. For me, it's not going to beat Chocolat, because if you think about it, how many action scenes were in 300? You have 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
So that's why, for me, Chocolat wins, because there's more action. Both great movies, both amazing. Visually, 300 is better, but the action, I think, is more intense in Chocolat. So for me, it'd be Chocolat.
In chat, you guys can pick to you can voice your opinion, and then we'll base off of that too. But go ahead, Ricky. What were you going to say?
So Chocolate is pretty much a cinematic masterpiece when it compared to Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon at that time. So Chocolate has but it's just a way how 300 is just the whole excitement, when it comes to action.
Yeah.
300 is definitely a testosterone-filled movie. I'll give you that.
It's definitely testosterone-filled for sure.
And Roman said it was like, that was a beautiful movie to watch because
no shirt on.
Yeah, exactly.
Through the whole movie.
Look at these sexy men on this movie.
He's like flashing, this is Spartacus.
Yeah, but
that's crazy.
Yeah,
again, I think that Chocolat has the most action. And the other thing, what's his name? Michael Fassbender's in 300, which most people forget.
Okay. Yeah, I've only seen that movie. I think I've only seen 300 once, maybe once and a half, skimming through it.
It's a gorgeous movie.
I became obsessed with that movie. I own that movie, bro. The movie was great.
Yeah, it's visually, it's stunning. It's you don't see too many movies that look visually like this. So for the visual aspect, I love it. But just looking at the trailer of Chocolat and listening to what you guys say about it, if I'm basing this off action, I guess I would have to go with Chocolat on this one for sure.
Okay, so Chocolat wins over 300.
All right, so we're going to jump to our next one, guys. We are looking at MI Fallout versus Raiders of the Lost Ark. Los?
Which one is Fallout?
That's the most recent one.
That I haven't seen it, believe it or not. I lost
That's
track.
where he hangs off the airplane?
No, that's just the latest one, right?
Yeah, it's one where they're fighting in the bathroom, and Superman's in it.
Oh,
yeah,
I
haven't
That's a good one.
Henry
I
Cavill.
haven't seen it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I know you guys might be looking at me funny, but I have not seen that.
Don't feel bad.
I lost track. I lost track of Mission Impossible a long time ago. So,
yeah.
Okay, so if it's Mission Impossible Fallout versus Raiders of the Lost Ark, it's Mission Impossible. Without a doubt. That is a true action movie. The fights are good. The choreography is good. The action is high paced. There's a spy thriller element to it. You think throughout, and the ending seems a little bit much, but you don't lose interest in it. But if you stop and think about it, you're like, helicopters, really?
I feel you. All right, so you're going with Fallout, you said?
Yes, especially since Raiders of the Lost Ark is an adventure movie.
Yeah.
I remember the trailer of the Fallout, and I mean, I looked at the trailer and all that stuff, and I liked it. I just didn't have the chance to see it, but I did see the Lost Ark or whatever, and yeah, hands down, man, I'll give it to Fallout. So if it's an action film,
yeah. I mean, I did pick Raiders of the Lost Ark to be in this tournament, but yeah, honestly, I'm gonna go Fallout. I used to like the Mission Impossible films, like the first three, maybe two films were really
the first
good for me.
three. I start when he completed this. They saved him out of some jail shit, right?
But Ghost Protocol was amazing.
Oh, Ghost Protocol, there you go. But Jesus, dude, I lost track.
Yeah, I mean, I don't keep up with the MI films that much, but there was something about this one that really caught me. I heard a lot of good things about it, and I was like, all right, let me check it out. And man, the action is so insane. The one thing I love about it is that Tom Cruise pretty much does all his own stunts. Like he's like the next Jackie Chan almost. You know what I mean?
He's the American. He's the American Jackie Chan.
Yeah.
That's what.
Yeah.
And just like everything about this film is amazing. The cinematography, the way they shoot certain shots, the bathroom fight scene is just so freaking epic. Just everything.
Although there is 6 frames that you could see that the ground they land on is foam.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, they probably tried to, cut it in and out so fast that
They're like, oh, they're not
people
gonna think about it.
yeah, exactly. Normal people who watch it, who aren't filmmakers, probably wouldn't think about
Like
it. But
us, we're gonna get all that thing. But
Yeah, we're gonna catch it.
man. Come
Yeah.
on, man. It's-
And the thing about that Mission Impossible movie wound up embarrassing Justice League because of the whole mustache gate.
Oh yeah, I did hear about that. Yeah, about
Yeah.
Superman's mustache, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely gonna go with this one for sure.
When you have a multi-billion dollar movie just like this one, you're gonna see some mistakes on it, believe it or not, because it's just trying to rush it out, So you have, oh, that's too fast. Don't worry about it. They can see it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it happens in Jumanji. I was literally just watching it with my kid, and we saw a camera, the sound man. We saw it in the jungle, bro.
Really?
When they were, when The Rock and Kevin Hart was just running when the motorcycles started popping in through the whole jungle, and you see that The Rock, I think he climbs on The Rock, or The Rock pick him up and started running. You could see the sound man right in between the trees, man.
Are you serious?
Yeah, man. Quit
You
that.
don't see me. You don't see me.
I freaked and I put it all everywhere, and I was like, "Hey, what do you expect for a movie like this?" I'll be like, "Whoa, it's a lot of money. It should cover those mistakes."
That's pretty funny that you saw it. I mean, I think I've seen some TV shows like back in the 90s that actually where you can see like the sound boom, basically, like like hanging from like the freaking top of the screen.
Well, that's like that TV show Dark Shadows from England on the BBC. Like, it's a terrible TV show, and you're constantly seeing like light stands, and the boom gets in the way. And all this other but that's like part of the charm of the show.
Yeah, I mean, if it's part of the charm for the show, then I guess it's cool. But for any inspiring filmmakers out there, make sure people cannot see your mic boom or your lights.
No,
unless
but
you're
it
going
was
for
an
that.
accident. They weren't doing it on purpose.
Yeah, if you're doing it on purpose, yeah, it's totally different. All right, so yeah, and my Fallout moves on, guys.
Okay, Ricky, these are 2 movies you've definitely seen. We have Bloodsport versus Enter the Dragon. Which movie do you feel goes on top, and which movie do you feel is going to be the bottom bitch?
I go with my man.
Why you gotta say that though?
Big Water, my friend, because
That's right.
Enter the Dragon, man. Oh, dude, it's like the Mortal Kombat that time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Without the blood, it's just the action and the kicking and all that stuff. So I'm gonna go with that. Bloodsport, it's So Bloodsport was great, but I think Enter the Dragon might take it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I agree with that, because there's only so much I need to enter the kumite that I can take with Bloodsport. Listen, it's one of Jean-Claude Van Damme's better films, although the low budget shows on scene. But the thing about exactly.
There's the butterfly kick.
Oh,
Exactly.
man. Stop making fun of Van Damme, man. Come on, let the man live.
Hey, man.
Listen,
That was great, man.
I can make fun of him. I can make fun of him all I want because if you actually see a lot of interviews with him, he is actually one, a really funny person, and 2, he makes fun of himself.
Oh yeah, he always does.
So he would enjoy
hilarious.
something like this. He'd laugh and he'd even recreate the scene to be funny.
Yeah.
It reminded me of the meme that he's dancing around.
Oh my God! Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's. Was that meant to be in that film? I feel like somebody like threw that in there behind somebody's back and say, "Hey, let's get this shot of Van Damme dancing and just sneaking in the film. Maybe they won't notice."
It was there. It was there to develop the fire in the bar. So when he goes down and kick him in the nuts.
I
They
feel like
thought he could dance because he could fight, but how many Belgian people do you know are known for fucking dancing? Really?
yeah, it was so horrible, man.
They didn't have a dancing background. I heard.
Van Damme have a dancing background?
Yeah,
I think it was ballet.
He was on ballet dancing. Yeah, ballet. That's how he's very flexible. He picks up his feet like this.
Yeah.
So that's what I heard before he took classes with Bruce Lee.
Yeah.
So.
The other thing too about Enter the Dragon, it really kicked off America's obsession with martial arts movies. And it really it opened the world's eyes to what martial arts is. It's no longer that, John Wayne throwing one punch kind of Western thing. It really was, that fighting can not only be deadly, but can be visually beautiful.
Yeah.
And in Enter the Dragon, you have a lot of Bruce Lee's philosophy. He does say the quote, "Be water, my friend."
Yeah.
So it really is the highlight of, and unfortunately, the last of Bruce Lee's movies, because he died shortly after, before the movie even premiered. He passed away.
Yeah. He did.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, a Legion in chat votes for Dragon as well. I think it's unanimous, guys. I think it's definitely going to be Dragon for me. Enter the Dragon as well. I mean, Bloodsport was a good film. It was a cult classic. Everybody loves Van Damme. He's hilarious. And his film, I mean, he just does great in his films, honestly. He's not the greatest actor, but he's a pretty awesome fighter. Enter the Dragon, it's classic, man. It's Bruce Lee, man. It's Bruce Lee. Yeah. Come on.
The funny thing about you putting these two movies up against each other is the fact that both these men were known to get into street fights. So these guys aren't, like what's his name? The one who runs like a girl, like that.
The one who runs like a girl?
You're talking about Steven Seagal?
Yes.
Steven Seagal. Oh my god.
So Van Damme is a real fighter, not like Steven Seagal. Steven Seagal, he only does one form of martial arts. He swears he's a badass, but like he gets his ass kicked constantly. But Bruce Lee and Van Damme both actually have gotten into street fights and used their martial arts in real life. So these guys are true martial artists.
I think it's so funny how you said that he runs like a girl.
Bro, look at Marked for Death. He's running and he's like,
oh my god.
He does.
Oh, wow.
He looks like a T-Rex with broken arms.
Oh wait, Enter the Dragon. I
Ricky, am I lying?
That's true. No, that's true. I know, because my mom was a completely freaking diehard fan of Steven Seagal. I was stuck on Saturday watching Steven Seagal movies, man.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
All right, so it looks like Enter the Dragon moves on. Bruce Lee kicking ass to the
Dark
finals,
Legion
hopefully.
agrees with us. It is Enter the Dragon.
Yep. All right. Let's see. All right, our next one here, which is a tough one. This is a hard one. We got Aliens, which is the second Alien film, by the way. Aliens versus Predator. Yeah, second one. Aliens versus Predator. I love both of these movies to death. I'm gonna let you go first, Ricky.
No. He's gone one. I've gone one.
Yeah.
You go one.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Man, this is so hard. God, I love these films, man. I
Talk about the pros and cons of both, and then through that your own conversation, you can make your decision.
Well, Aliens. Ridley Scott. Ridley Scott's the director, right? Ridley Scott. I believe he's the director.
Yes.
Ridley Scott. All right. What Ridley Scott did for this film was amazing. I felt like the first one was good. The first one was trying to achieve a certain type of horror, which it did. And I felt like part two just took it in a totally different direction. It was mixing that horror element with the action elements and, like the adventure of, Ripley trying to save the girl. And if you look at a lot of Alien films prior to this film, I mean, like that came out before Aliens, it didn't look like this. You know what I mean? Like, it looked amazing. Like, you almost really believe that these aliens were real. Everything about this film was just awesome. Catchphrases were great. There's a lot of, memorable scenes. Now, as far as Predator, it's Arnold Schwarzenegger. Like, can't really go wrong with him. Great film. It's just a fucking badass film.
Quick, get to the chopper.
Get to the chopper.
Get
Classic
down.
line.
Get down. Get down.
A lot
Get
of
to the
classic
chopper.
lines.
Drop
Like,
your weapon.
Yeah.
see, you know what? I think that makes an awesome action film. Punchlines. If you can have punchlines in your film, you know, and at first I was going to go Aliens, but I think I might have to go Predator. I think I might have to go. I mean, it's such an influential film to this day, and Predator's awesome, man. I love both films, but if I got to pick one, I'm gonna go Predator for sure.
I agree with Predator. Not only was it suspenseful, when they actually got into like shooting people and stuff, it was like a lot of action.
Yeah.
The catchphrases are awesome, and the music was amazing. Like the little drums they put in between scenes to get you all nervous and stuff.
Yeah.
You know. Oh, and a little bit of trivia. Do you know who voiced the Predator?
No, who voiced the Predator?
JTT, right? J.
Nope. The same person who voiced Optimus Prime.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Interesting
They should've-
fact. For sure.
So yeah, I agree with Predator. Predator all the way. So compared to
Yeah.
All right.
Now,
Predator, guaranteed.
if we're being horror film, I mean, yeah, I'll go with that. It's action packed. So
The action definitely
suspense.
Predator.
All right. Looks like Arnold moves on to the next one. Let me add that one here. All right, Louis.
All right.
I'm gonna let you take charge of this next one while I put this.
Okay, Ricky. It's your turn. Kung Fu Hustle versus Fast and the Furious.
Fast and the Furious. Action.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
I thought
Straight
you were
action.
a Kung Fu Hustle guy.
No, I like Kung Fu Hustle, but I think it's just action completely.
No way, man. Look, we're talking about
Yeah.
Fast and the Furious 1, right?
Yeah.
Oh wait, it's one?
Yeah,
Oh,
the first one.
I'm thinking already the head.
No, the first one.
Oh, okay. The first one? I wasn't that much of a fan of the first one.
No,
You didn't
even
like it?
worse. When they're driving their cars, they're not even in a car. They're in a fucking. They're going to warp speed. They're on the Enterprise going.
Yeah.
You know, those races take 10 to 15 seconds, and it's like 10 minutes on screen. I'm like, what Viper are you fighting? You know, what X-wing are you fighting? For real? Come on.
Hey, it's not every day that you see cars going on the trailers, and then can't shoot girls in the air.
Yeah, no. That's just ridiculous.
That's
you know?
an action. Hey, that's an action pack. We're talking about action.
I mean, yeah, he's got a point. I mean, that's action.
Action. That is action.
Listen, I am not.
Now,
look, part
if it's
one
writing and
is
story
action.
wise,
Part one isn't really action. I mean, yeah, there are some nice car scenes and stuff, but part one, no. If you're talking about parts 3 on, I agree with you. But 1 and 2, not really. That's the thing, because we're talking specifically Fast and the Furious Part 1.
Fast and the One Fast and the Furious 1 gave the whole franchise the door open, just because I guess cars racing was really big on that time when it came out. So, and obviously they move on out of the car racing and they went into the whole thief and stuff, and, you know. So I mean, I still will go with Fast and the Furious, man.
Yeah. Okay.
No way. I'm going with
Action
Kung Fu
pack.
Hustle. I'm going with Kung Fu Hustle, even though it is very cartoony. It is still about Kung Fu. I mean, if you're someone who has studied martial arts and you look at the things they do, a lot of stuff is accurate. You know,
I'm thinking about the action part. So it's like, if it's a martial art, the fighting, I mean, yeah, but I don't know, man. It's like the action have to.
I'm on Kung Fu Hustle, bro. And Keith, it's up to you. You got to break it, man. Which one is it? All I'm gonna say is that Deadman's.
I say Kung Fu.
Yeah, Legion
No,
said
Legion.
Said Kung Fu Hustle. Deadman didn't give an answer, but he said Tokyo Drift On are the action ones, and Part 1, not so much. So, but it's up to you, man.
Deadman's going Kung Fu.
Deadman said Kung Fu.
Wait, so all right. Well, I'm gonna go Fast and Furious. Honestly, I love Fast and Furious. I fell in love with this film when it first came out. I don't know, like this film, like was to me, I thought it was great action with the cars. I'm a car guy, so maybe I'm a little biased. But this film did something, for like the car racing scene as well. Like this film did something, for that culture. And to be able to mix both of those together, car racing with the action and have a decent storyline, it was pretty interesting. I mean, yeah, I will admit, as the film series went on, some of the later films had more action in it. I will agree with that. But just overall, I just thought it was such an inspirational film, for that time.
Gone in 60 Seconds is a better car action
Oh
movie.
my God. Did you really just do that?
Seriously, I did.
Chat, did he really just say Gone in 60
You
Seconds
should've
is better than
pulled that
Fast
Gone
and
in 60
Furious?
Seconds.
I'm sorry
Eleanor,
to say,
bro. Eleanor.
hey, I bring my hands on that.
I don't-
think I'll go with I go where it's Gone with 60 Seconds, man.
That's a better car movie
man.
than Fast and the
I
Furious.
don't know about that, man.
Better than Fast and
60
Furious, though?
Gone in 60
100%
Seconds.
better.
Oh man,
Oh,
I love that film.
Los,
I
I
love that
might,
movie, bro.
I might have to disown you as a brother, man. I might have to disown you, man. I
Bro,
can't believe you just said
Put
that.
up any scene,
Bro,
car
Gone in-
racing
bro,
scene
honestly,
from
have
Gone
you-
in 60 Seconds against Fast and the Furious.
Have you seen Gone in 60 Seconds?
Nicolas Cage, Gone in 60 Seconds.
No, have you seen it, kid?
Yeah, I've seen it. I mean, it's a good film, but
Now, look, we compare now Fast and the Furious with Italian Job.
Italian Job.
Italian.
Job.
Fast and Furious
hands
compared
down.
against Italian Job,
Yeah.
I would probably pick Italian Job if we were comparing the two. Um,
Wait,
would-
shots fired, shots fired.
if we were comparing those films. All right, wait. So, quick question. So we have we have two for each, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
First Fast and Furious or the series?
Right.
Oh, we're talking
Now,
about
it-
first
now,
Fast
No,
and
we're
Furious.
doing first Fast and the Furious versus
Now-
Kung Fu Hustle.
Wait. The reason why I gave Fast and the Furious also because you're talking about the action, the hustle, comedy, killed it.
Yes.
Comedy
absolutely.
wise. So I want to give it comedy, but you can't compare the action with the kung fu and the comedy. Man. Come on, man. So I give
No,
it an
the
action
Kung
because
Fu
it's
and
action.
Kung Fu Hustle is much better action.
No, it is, but it's like okay, now let's compare Dragon Ball Z.
Dead man, it's up to you,
Hustle.
Dead man. You gotta pick one. If
Okay, dead man, you decide.
Dead man, you can break this argument right now by picking
Kung
one.
Fu or Fast.
He's asking.
He's like,
he's
oh
asking
shit.
you.
He's saying, oh shit. Even if you haven't seen both, just go with your heart.
Bro,
Go with your.
comedy kills it with Kung Fu Hustle, bro.
Look at that. Look at the trailer. There's action right there.
Yeah, but this comedy action.
But that's almost the equivalent to you saying,
Oh, he
you
said he's
can't.
going with the teacher. That's me. So that's Kung Fu
Oh.
Hustle.
Oh my god!
Oh,
Come on,
thank you,
Dead man.
Dead Man.
Seriously? Come
Yeah.
on.
Kung Fu Hustle.
Bro, that movie got me. When I saw that in the movie theater, that movie got me tripping.
Wow, I can't believe you, Dead man. You portrayed me for the second week in a row. I don't get it, man.
He was
I
a
was
teacher for a reason.
Listen, he ain't grading your papers. You ain't got to kiss his ass. I'm just saying.
You just earned an A. So,
A plus.
A plus. There you
A
go.
plus for you, Dead man. All right, well,
All right.
it looks like Kung Fu Hustle moves on. Our next one is Upgrade versus Drunken Master.
Oh, this one's so hard.
Who went last? I think I went last, didn't I?
Don't.
No, Ricky
don't,
went last.
Don't judge me, but can you guys play the Upgrade trailer? Because I don't remember.
Yeah, I'll play that for you while we.
that film.
All right, well then, Los, you go first then, because I didn't see
Well,
Upgrade
look,
either.
Okay. Upgrade versus Drunken Master. Upgrade is intense, it's brutal, it's vicious, it's violent. And because the person who is fighting is not in control of his body and a computer is, the confusion on his face really adds to it because his face is saying one thing and his body's doing another.
Mm-hmm.
And it's such a good movie. But against Drunken Master, I mean, you know, the master,
The Master,
the master. I'm
ultimate.
sorry, I'm gonna go with
So this
with
is
Master Chan, with Master
like
Jackie Chan.
like a sci-fi action, right?
What happens is this guy gets mugged. They sever his spinal cord, so then they add a computer to him to control his body. but the computer is actually talking to him and telling him, you know, do you want me to defend you? Do you want me to fight for you? I'll fight for you.
Mm-hmm.
So the only way he with his body is that the computer helps him. So
Wow.
it's a little weird, but it's so good and so violent.
I haven't seen it.
So violent. All you have to do is look at the upgrade kitchen fight, and that's enough for you to go, okay, right here, this part right here.
it looks kind of weird, but
Yeah, because he's just standing.
It is. I know it looks weird, but if you see the
wait, did he just
movie,
like cut his head? Wow. Did he just put his knife through his
Oh.
mouth? Like, what the?
Yep.
That caught me off guard. I was not expecting that. Holy crap.
Man, dude.
I have to watch
He
it just for that now.
decapitates him through the mouth.
Man, let's put this
Holy
movie.
shit.
Let's put this movie compared with the ninja whatever. Remember that movie Ninja? It was a lot of blood, man. The ninja. The last ninja movie that came out. I forgot the name of it. Man.
Which one?
Ninja Assassin, I think it was. Was it something?
Ninja Assassin, probably? I haven't seen a Ninja Assassin, though.
It's a lot of
Kinda
blood,
three
bro.
hands.
There's martial arts with the T, and it's just brutal.
Yeah, but I'm
Full of
sorry.
ninja.
If I'm picking between these two, I'm going with Master Jackie Chan.
Oh, man. Well, I haven't seen Upgrade. I am familiar with Drunken Master. I am a really big Jackie Chan fan. I love his work no matter what he does. Just because I haven't seen Upgrade, I'm gonna have to go with Drunken Master on this one, honestly. I kind of have no choice. I mean, Upgrade looks interesting. It does look interesting. The premise seems very different and pretty awesome. But Jackie Chan, man. Gotta go with Jackie Chan.
All right, Rick, you're up.
No matter what he's in.
Being the Upgrade looks like very modern, futuristic, and you know, I give it to Drunken Master, man. It's just for the simple fact that you have a cinematic beauty. It's Jackie Chan at his best. It's when Jackie Chan came out as, you know, right straight out of Bruce Lee freaking stunt double.
Yeah.
He came out with this, and I remember he put all his. This is what Jackie Chan said. Oh shit, that's that guy. You know, so
Yeah.
I give it to the action film. He just, I don't know. Have you ever seen? He uses everything that he has surrounded. What Jackie Chan is now, that's when he started. That's what it was like, you know, either getting a water bucket, throwing it in. It was it's the whole action. Man. Using the whole, you see that jacket holding thing. Everybody said, "Oh, Rumble in the Bronx," and he'll use his jacket. No, dude.
Oh, Rumble in the Bronx. We
Yeah,
should have had that on here. Oh, that was such a good film.
I thought about it, but I thought this was the better film.
Oh no, yeah, and then you have, you know, cop of something.
Something cop,
Something
yeah,
Cop,
yeah, like that cop story or something.
Super
like
Cop.
that. Super
Super
Cop,
Cop.
yeah.
Super Cop.
So, but this right here is just obviously just because of this film, a lot of video game was inspired, and that's whenever they bring Jackie Chan into a video game, a character that looks like Jackie Chan is that Drunken Master.
Exactly.
So that's taken to. It's just, I don't know. I want to watch it now. So
yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean Jackie Chan.
Oh, by the way, you know Jackie Chan wasn't Enter the Dragon.
Yeah, he was one of the fighting coordinator. He was one. He got hit by Bruce Lee. He got kicked in the head by Bruce Lee.
Yeah, with a nunchuck.
No, his kick. He got kicked by Bruce Lee.
No, but what made Jackie Chan and Bruce Lee friends was when BruceLee hit Jackie Chan with a nunchuck.
Yeah, right when he went down in the cellar.
Yeah.
Oh, like a real one, like not like a little rubber one, like a real one.
No, like a real one. Hit him in the head.
Bruce Lee didn't use no fake nothing, bro. Bruce Lee used everything real.
Oh, wow.
Bruce Lee had to stop production because he was killing people.
Yeah, Jackie was through like
Yeah, man. He was hitting people for real, bro. It was too fast.
If you watch the movie when Bruce Lee is underground and he grabs one guy by the hair, that's Jackie Chan.
That's Jackie Chan, and he literally kicked him too. That's Jackie Chan.
Yeah, Jackie Chan, man, like I think he did something very different for the art of martial arts. He just he added such comedy to it. You know, like usually when you see martial arts, it's serious and everybody's trying to kill each other, and he is like he just added that comedy factor to it that you really didn't see too often. And he used everything. Like the dude can kill you, knock your ass out with a comb. He'll find like the most creative ways to like fight people. And even though he has dozens upon dozens, maybe even hundreds of films by now, every film you watch by Jackie Chan, he does not do the same move. Every film is just so different. And if he does do the same move, he'll do it with a cup next time, or he'll do it with a paper towel, or whatever. He's just so creative, and yeah, Jackie Chan has to take this one. Drunken Master has to advance for sure. All right, so this next one is a tough one for me, and Lowe's, you know why. My boy Bruce Wayne is in this.
Yeah.
The Dark Knight, which had the Joker, Heath Ledger in it, and this is going up against Jurassic Park, the first one. This is really tough, man. What about you, Ricky? I'm gonna let you go first because I don't know, man. I can't do it, man. I can't do this one.
Nah, dude, you just throw me under the bus.
Throw you under the bus first, hey, man.
Yo, I'll go first.
You go first.
If you want, I'll go first. Okay. Dark Knight for Jurassic Park, I would have to pick Dark Knight. I think Jurassic Park is a better movie, but when it comes to action, The Dark Knight had better action. The Dark Knight, like it moved you through the story. Like when Bruce is fighting Ra's al Ghul on the ice, you know.
No. This is not that one.
No,
that's The Dark Knight, the first one.
No, the first one is Batman Begins.
Yeah.
Okay. This is the second one. This is the one with the Joker?
Yeah.
Yeah, with Kate.
Oh, I hate that movie.
Oh, just because of the Joker, movie. He's not gonna pick it now. Just because of the Joker.
Yeah.
He acted completely different from Brokeback Mountain. So I haven't seen Brokeback Mountain. So if you compare because of that, but the Joker, bro, he did a hell of a job, dude.
Well, Dark Agent already picked his. I hate the movie,
but it is more action and it's better action. So I would have to pick the Dark Knight, even though I hate the movie. It is better action than Jurassic Park. Jurassic Park is part horror movie, in my opinion.
So you don't like Dark Knight because of the Joker?
Correct. I think his performance was a combination of damn it, there was a frog in Courageous Cat and Minute Mouse.
Oh my god!
You compare him to a frog?
There was a cartoon that was out in the 40s or 50s called Courageous Cat and Minute Mouse. I swear to you, I'm gonna look it right now.
I cannot believe he's comparing the infamous Heath Ledger to.
Man, I have a post.
Listen, I want you to right now on YouTube go to Courageous Cat and Minute Mouse. Okay,
I'm not gonna do that because I have
versus the frog, and you will see that it is 100% the same performance as that frog. Yeah, seeing what happened was is exact same performance.
Oh my god,
exact same performance. And that's and there was also, I forget the name of the musician. There was a musician who spoke exactly like that normally because he was so cracked out. So no, because I've seen that performance in a cartoon and a musician, and I saw him do it, and I was like, I'm sorry, I've seen this before. I'm not impressed.
Dead Man says, "Come on, teacher. Come on, man."
Again, I'm talking like I have seen, like I will look at silent films and I will tell you where certain gags come from silent films and things like that. So I have seen it all. And so when I tell you I've seen it, I've seen it. Okay. Was it a unique performance? Yes. What I also didn't like is he turned Joker into a liar. The Joker might be a lot of things, but he's not a liar.
What do you mean when you say he turned Joker into a liar?
Every time they ask him, you want to find out how I got the scars? I took a shit at the wrong place. My father did it. My ex-girlfriend did it, He lied each and every time about how he got the scars. Joker was a psychopath, but he's not a liar.
But the thing is, like, I get why they did that, because the thing that people were a little upset when they had the Joker origin story movie is that Joker doesn't have an origin story. Like, that's the thing that makes Joker interesting, is the fact that you don't know why he's doing what he's doing. He just like he said in the movie, some people just want to see the world burn. And I think they were doing that for a reason, to having him lie. It's because it's like, you don't really know his motive. You don't know why he's doing it. He's just a freaking maniac. And that's what makes him scary.
If you follow DC Comics, when Batman got into the Morbius chair, you found out there's not one Joker, but there's three Jokers. So the Joker's not one person, it's three.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's copycats. Jokers.
Yeah, and
No,
like you even
each
saw that.
Joker comes in to play at certain times.
Wow.
And it's in the comics. It's canon.
Yeah, you kind
I
of
just
see
didn't
that in
like the
Gotham too,
fact-
the TV show.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't like the fact that Joker was a liar. Joker's never been portrayed as a liar. Joker says something and does something.
Yeah.
He might not give you all the information. Like a perfect example is bring all this money here. And they brought all this money and he was on top of it and he slides down and then he burns it.
Okay,
That's
so
very much a Joker movie.
so Joaquin Phoenix Joker.
I don't want to watch it. I don't want to watch it.
Why?
You don't want to watch it? Come on,
I
Los,
just-
what are you doing, man?
For me, Joaquin Phoenix, I mean, he's a great performer, a great artist, but he doesn't physically look like the Joker to me.
I think.
I mean, I will eventually have to watch it. Like I
Yeah.
eventually had to watch Black Panther, but with Black Panther, I was happily surprised how
Look
good
at Ricky.
it was.
Ricky, like what? What do you mean?
I did. Listen to me. When Black
Like, what
Panther,
you
when the movie was
mean?
announced, I did not want to see Black Panther because I did not like the character of Black Panther in the comic books. He was an asshole. But when I actually saw the movie, I was like, "Yo, this is a totally different take on Black Panther. I fucking love this version of Black Panther," and I was on board with it. I'll eventually have to watch the Joker, and at that point, I'll definitely say, "Okay, I was wrong, like I was with Black Panther, or I was right."
Yeah. You gotta watch the Joker. A lot of people don't like it just because it's too serious.
I mean,
But he's not a liar in there.
yeah, he's not a liar.
He's definitely
Joker's not a liar. Joker's not a liar.
Definitely not a liar in there.
I
He's
look-
not a cartoonist either.
I looked at the Joker. Just like you said, there's multiple versions of the Joker. I just looked at that as just a Joker from a different universe, basically. Like that's how I looked at it. You know what I mean?
That's well, the whole Batman night was from Batman
But
dimension. So
yeah.
in a different universe. But I would go with Dark Knight. So
Oh, you going with
Gotcha.
Batman? Okay.
Yeah, Batman
Um,
definitely.
Well, yeah,
actually, back to the T. I mean, it's like if you're going with adventure, that's Jurassic Park. Batman,
Yeah.
it's action to the T.
yeah.
Batman is action to the T.
Okay, I mean, I'm a little biased on this. I do love Jurassic Park. It is literally one of my favorite movies of all time. That
One of
movie
mine
holds
too.
up.
That's
It
one of
holds
mine
up.
too. That's
One of mine
forget
too.
about it. That's one of the most responsible movie. Why I think I became a cinematographer is because of the whole, the whole beauty of, it's like this is a filmmaker's freaking textbook. Jurassic Park.
It really
If
is.
you were to put Jurassic Park up against Raiders, Jurassic Park all the way.
yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. I love Raiders, but yeah. I love Jurassic Park. What Steven Spielberg did, like that movie came out in like the early '90s, and what he did with that film was
93,
93.
that film looked like it was made a few years ago. Like what he did, like just as far as special effects was just amazing.
Yeah.
Like you literally thought those are real freaking dinosaurs in this movie. Like and
And still to this day, you watch it, you're still like, oh damn.
yeah, that film
I watched the
holds up.
movie in theaters, and I shit you not, 15 times. That's how much I loved it.
Yeah, it's good, but yeah, like you said, if we're pulling off of straight up action, I gotta go Dark Knight, because it's Batman. Like I know you don't like Heath Ledger, I just think overall, just like
No, I like Heath Ledger. I just didn't like his performance in that movie
no
because
okay.
I've seen that same type of speech pattern and
Oh, yeah.
being a liar and everything else in previous works. That's
Yeah.
why I didn't like it.
Okay, so yeah, it looks like Dark Knight chat, and Dark Knight's gonna move on to the next rounds. Unfortunately for our dinosaurs here, they will stay extinct. All right, so yeah, we got Bruce Willis and Die Hard right now taking on Avengers Endgame. I'm gonna go first in this one. Period, hands down, Avengers. It's just a great film. What the Avengers did for comic book films was just something unheard of. We literally had I think we were 10 years leading up to this one film, and it was just so epic to have all these characters over the 10 years of this film, and every character came back. You know how some films they'll try to replace somebody, or they have different characters come in. Everybody came back, and they pieced together all these puzzle pieces over so many years perfectly, almost as if they planned this.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And they didn't plan it. You know, they like if Iron Man would have failed, we would not have had what we had today with Marvel right now. And they weren't planning on having this Avengers saga after Iron Man. But when they saw the success of Iron Man, they said, "Holy crap, we got something here."
And plus, it's a Xmas movie. How the hell did Die Hard became an X?
Die Hard is a Christmas movie.
Everybody calls Die
Why?
Hard
He
a
went on
Christmas movie.
vacation. He went on vacation.
Presents. It's a Christmas. Bro,
He went on vacation.
There's a Christmas song for the opening credits. It's a Christmas movie.
It's a Christmas movie. So you should have compared to Home Alone.
Home Alone is a Christmas movie too.
Hey, you know what? Technically,
Home Alone is an action movie.
Could we have put Home Alone in here? It is. It is kind of action.
Yes, you could have.
You could have put Home Alone in here.
You could have put Home Alone here.
Damn, if I would have put Home Alone in here, that would have made it to the finals. Home Alone would have won.
Honestly, I would have voted for it.
You would have voted for it,
not against Die Hard.
Not against Die Hard.
It's
not against Die Hard.
movie,
Chat. Side note: what's the best Christmas movie, Die Hard or Home Alone? I'm just curious. I want to know what is the best Christmas movie between those two.
Die Hard. Die Hard is the best Christmas movie. Every year, me and my brothers and my sister, we watch Die Hard. It's a Christmas movie.
Home Alone.
Yeah, that man says Home Alone.
Listen to me. I'm picking Die Hard, and I am the biggest John Hughes fan in the universe.
I love John Hughes. I love John Hughes. Elf is an awesome action film.
Hell no. With that annoying motherfucker in that, hell no.
Oh, man. Elf is an awesome action film. All right, but yeah, let me get back to Avengers. So yeah, Avengers was just of this generation, man. Avengers was such a good film. If you were somebody who followed all these films over the years, by the time you saw the end of that film, you felt kind of emotional. You know what I mean? Because you grew with these characters for so many years, and there is no film. I think I can really say this wholeheartedly. There is no film that has built up hype in history like this film. There's no film that has had a mega crossover like Avengers. This is literally one of the best films of the decade, just because of what it did, what it accomplished, and just the action was amazing. That final scene when you see Thor pick up that hammer was the most emotional crap I've seen in my life. The theater erupted. Everybody was screaming, cheering. When
Cap grabbed the hammer?
When Cap grabbed that hammer, I never experienced that in a movie theater in my life. The entire theater was on their feet just cheering. Like, because they had the emotion behind these films for so many fucking years, and nobody could pick up that hammer, and all of a sudden Cap grabs it and kicks Thanos' ass.
It's not more exciting when you hear, when Cap hear everybody, we hear.
Yes, exactly.
No, to your left.
Oh, to your left.
Yo, when everybody heard that, the theater erupted.
Bro, I get goosebumps still, bro. I still get goosebumps.
Yes, I had goosebumps during this film. I'm like, I'll admit though, it did start off really slow. It started off very slow, but
it was building up.
Yeah, it was definitely building up. But I have to say,
I think it's.
And you had to feel what the aftermath was from the
5 years,
from the dusting. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Legion said. Plus, it was very hard not to spoil. Yeah, I had a really tough time avoiding spoilers for this film, man. I stayed off social media. I think I only watched the teaser trailer. After that, I watched no more trailers. I just stayed offline for like a good
I watched the trailer spoiler that you could possibly imagine. I enjoy the movie better if I know what's happening.
I did too, but I watched the movie when it came out. So,
yeah.
I watched the movie, and I was one of the like, people. Oh, how was it? Like, I can't tell you.
I can't tell you. I mean, and I don't know, like, how did it hit you guys? Spoiler, if anybody hasn't seen it, when you found out that Iron Man died at the end.
I was fucking grateful.
You were grateful, you freaking sadistic man.
There was too much Iron Man in all the Marvel movies. It felt like it was Iron Man heavy. And the Marvel Universe is about the Marvel Universe, not about the Iron Man universe. So when he passed away, they gave him a fitting end. It was emotional. It was great. And it was to the point. But for me, you would have the Tony Stark. But for me, I was glad when Iron Man was done. And let's see a new era in Marvel focused on other characters.
Sorry, disagree with you, bro. Man,
I know you disagree.
Right there, the snap right there. That's the snap one right there. See, I am Iron Man.
All right, so what are you going with? What are you going with on this one, Ricky?
I don't want Endgame. Period. Hands
Endgame?
down.
Yeah, I would too.
Yeah,
I love Die Hard. No, but I disagree with Carlin was saying that Iron Man was like great. Man, I was sad as hell. I cried like a baby.
I did.
My wife and I would cry like a baby because when we come from Iron Man started everything.
Yeah.
In the Marvel universe.
Yes, it did start everything.
And just seeing that character, it's like, damn, they retired freaking Iron Man. They retired him. You know, it's like, damn. Then what? Like right now, Marvel had to come up with a key cast film, bro, because right now it's just any Avengers without any other Iron Man. I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know if I'm gonna go and watch another Marvel. You know?
Well, I want to see Ironheart come into play.
Oh, okay, that's.
You know who Ironheart is, right?
Yeah, it's his daughter.
Right? Yeah,
his daughter.
No. Ironheart is.
Oh, it's the wife. The wife.
No, she's rescued. Ironheart is Tony found a girl, an African American girl who was a genius, who wound up making her own Iron Man costume.
The hell you getting VIP comic books?
No, I'm serious. And then she's officially called Ironheart, and she's like the new Iron Man. I want to see Ironheart in this.
Interesting.
I want to see, new characters move in. I want to see new characters take in. I want to see Spider-Man become the center of a lot of this universe. I want to see Black Panther sisters, Suri.
Oh, Suri.
Yes.
Yeah, I want to see her become more the center of it. That's someone who's pure intellect. And I want to see that.
Yeah.
Well, that man said the new phase.
I want to see it grow. I don't want to see it be stuck at the standstill at the foot of Tony Stark. I want to see it be about so many other characters and have someone stand up and be a leader.
You think Tony Stark is going to take over? It will be in the Marvel universe as what is as the machine itself.
I think Tony Stark will become an AI.
That's what
and be in somebody's suit.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Well, he does give Spider-Man the suit, right? So.
Well, yeah. I mean, with this whole time travel thing going into next phase, anything is possible. Like we have time travel now, so we can bring him back for a certain movie, a certain segment. It's possible. I like the fact that this next phase of Marvel is going to a darker universe. We're gonna dive deeper into the what is his name?
Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange, yeah.
We're gonna dive deeper into the Doctor Strange universe. We're gonna see Blade soon. We're gonna see Ghost Rider. Like I like that we're diving into this mystical part of Marvel right now. Something different that we need. All right, let's move on to round 2 at the right side of our bracket. We're getting there, guys. We're getting there. All right, so now we have Chocolat versus Mission Impossible Fallout.
Keith, you got to take this one because I took the last one.
That's a good one right there.
This is a good one.
That is a good one.
It's a good one. I feel like I might have to go Mission Impossible on this one. I just love that film too much, man. I really love that film. And even this fight scene right here is just like awesome fucking fight scene. Mission Impossible is so good. I think this is, besides the first Mission Impossible, this has to be one of the only other Mission Impossible films that I watch more than like 5 times. It's just so good. And I love the soundtrack. The soundtrack is awesome to the point where I downloaded it on iTunes. It's just fucking epic. Chocolat looks interesting. I haven't seen it. The fight scenes look interesting. But man, this is just a great all-out just action film. This is my current version of a 007 film. Basically, Tom Cruise is our 007 right now. I mean, even though we still have a 007, but I gotta go Mission Impossible Fallout. Gotta go for this one.
I'm up in the air about it.
All right, Dead Man.
Because
thanks for stopping by, buddy. Appreciate you.
Oh, you're out? Or later, Dead Man. Be good.
Take care, Dead Man.
Come back. Watch us again. Listen to us again.
Yeah, right.
Anyway, I'm up in the air because both are very serious action movies.
Yeah.
And both are great. I wouldn't know what to pick. Oh, by the way, the 6 frames just passed.
The 6 frames? What do you mean?
Yes, frame just passed.
But
Well,
when
when he
goes in the
hits
bathroom.
the small step on the urinals, you see
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
You
and the
see it
urinal, you
compress.
can see it. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay. I'm up in the air. I'm kind of in the middle for both. So this is the one time I'll let you guys decide.
Wow.
I will go with Fallout
You're gonna fall out?
straight up, just for the
Okay.
simple fact it's the. I mean, I haven't seen it, but I remember seeing Chocolate. So, but Fallout is just trailer wise what I see and what I heard, and I remember following because I wanted to see it, but I just didn't have the time to see it. So
Yeah.
I just gonna give it to Fallout just because it's an action pack. It's like the fighting crazy, the bathroom fighting, and seeing that shit, which I want to watch now because thank you guys for bringing that up. So I'm gonna have
I
to go.
think Ghost
I'll learn
Protocol is a
something.
better movie though.
Oh,
Eh,
I like Ghost Protocol.
it was okay.
Ghost Protocol was good,
It was
It's
alright.
It was good.
especially the girl there.
So Tom Cruise, man, looks like he's got a full head of steam right now.
Yeah.
All right. Our next one we got here is Enter the Dragon versus Predator. Man, this is going to be a hard one.
It's not hard.
For
It's
me.
not.
I'm guessing.
It's not.
I think I
For me,
guarantee
it's
it.
not.
I know what you guys are going to pick. You're both going to pick Enter the Dragon, aren't you?
Hands down. It's not because it's.
I'm gonna
good,
go with
it's
Master Lee.
it's-
All right. Well, it
Beautiful.
looks like Enter the Dragon is moving on. Los, I'm gonna let you do the next one while I set this bad boy up.
What is the next one?
Ooh, Kung Fu Hustle.
Upgrade versus Drunken Master? No. Who won that one? Drunken Master?
Yeah, Drunken
I
Master.
can't see,
won.
dude. It's too small for me.
Kung Fu Hustle is taking on Drunken Master.
Oh no.
Drunken Master. Let's not even fucking play
And they
Drunken
both
Master.
and they both got comments. So
Exactly. Drunken
Yeah.
Master. Let's just not debate
Drunken
that.
Master. All right.
Drunken Master.
Okay. Drunken Master moves on. Legion even says Jackie. There we go.
There you go.
That was an easy one. All right. The next one we have here is this is hard. Dark Knight versus Endgame. Jeez, this is tough.
no, sorry. No, it's not tough.
That's
Endgame.
not hard. Endgame.
Sweet.
Yeah, but it's Batman. It's
No,
Batman.
but you got
Listen,
the Marvel
I hate
universe.
to make it a DC versus Marvel, but let's
Yeah.
face it, in this particular setup, Endgame takes it. There's nothing more emotional than the last battle scene in Endgame. Like, you're done watching it, you're tired. You're physically tired
Yeah.
from all
true
the
indeed.
adrenaline that was pumping through you. You're exhausted. Endgame. Ricky, am I
Jeez.
right?
That's right. You're right.
All right, shot.
Endgame all the way.
Endgame moves on. All right, so here we go. This is for all the marbles here. We're going to see who makes it to the finals in this round right here. So we have Mission Impossible Fallout versus Enter the Dragon.
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 I give it to Dragon.
Dragon.
Oh,
It's a different time though. Different.
It is.
type-
It is a different time. I will agree, but it's essentially one man. Think of it. Both movies have very things similar. One man on a mission, and he does everything to accomplish it. But who is the man you want by your side? Do you want Tom Cruise or do you want Bruce Lee? Give me Bruce any day.
Bro, you got Bruce Lee. The one to take out the whole damn freaking thing. One.
Yeah,
Bruce Lee will kill everybody for you.
Mhm.
All right, so Enter the Dragon moves on. Our next one is Drunken Master versus Endgame.
Drunken Master.
Endgame.
Wow.
Drunken Master.
Drunken
And
Master
I was-
still?
Now, I will give you the reasons why I say Drunken Master. Okay.
Please do.
If you pick Drunken Master versus Enter the Dragon, you now have a Bruce Lee versus Jackie Chan fight at the end. If you pick Enter the Dragon versus the Avengers, you now have comic books versus martial arts. And this is why I'm going with Jackie Chan to see the next round be a martial arts masters against each other.
All
I'm
right.
gonna go
Well,
with that. I like that.
oh
But
my
it's not
really?
fair for Endgame. It's not fair to Endgame because
It's
Endgame.
not,
on,
it's not
Ricky.
fair to Endgame. It's not fair to Endgame, but let's face it.
I do want to see
Enter the Dragon and Drunken Master are similar movies in the sense of, you know, the theme of one guy as opposed to this whole universe versus a bad guy. So I will want to see Master Chan and Master Lee.
we're gonna, you know what it is, kid. We're going with two martial art giants. So you got the
Yes.
sci-fi in one side. So I give it Endgame, yes, Endgame. We want to see a whole mashup because if you're gonna go Endgame and then it's gonna go into the Dragon, Endgame is gonna take it. So,
Yeah,
Absolutely.
without a doubt, for sure.
So
I
don't know,
feel like this bracket was dominated by martial arts. Like it was literally just dominated by so much
Hey,
martial
listen,
arts.
you set up like I gave you the list and you set it up. So you set it up literally
Yeah, but I didn't think
as
it was gonna
Asia
end up like
versus.
this.
No, I
US.
knew it. Looking at the list, I knew it would eventually end up as Asian movies versus American movies.
All right, well,
Yeah.
looks like Drunken
I'll-
Master's gonna take this one. Even Legion picked Master too in chat.
Master.
So
Yeah.
Drunken Master moves on, guys. All right, let me pop this in here real quick. Lo, set up the next one for me, pretty please.
The next one is the battle of our favorite martial artists, Jackie Chan, who is an action comedy genius, who is a filmmaker, a composer, a singer, a philanthropist, a millionaire, and someone who's managed to work inside the Hong Kong film industry for decades and be successful, versus Bruce Lee, who died early, who only made 5 films, but those 5 films were influential.
But wait. Oh no, let me take that back because I was saying Bruce Lee did a TV show, but then I said Jackie Chan did a cartoon.
Yeah. So you're up against those two, and you have to pick your reasons why. I am not going to say mine first because I kind of want to argue this one. Okay. So
I want to go first.
You're going to go
You
first?
want to go first? Go ahead, Ricky.
Yes.
Go first.
Do it.
Yes.
Do it.
I'm going to go with my man. I love Bruce Lee to death, and Bruce Lee was an inspiration as to everybody was, whoever's in the martial art industry. I'm gonna go with Jackie for the simple fact with the and I'm not looking at martial art Bruce Lee and Jackie because but it's just in the movie Drunken Master, you have flow, you have technique, you have flexibility, you have style. Bruce Lee as a master, he is and as fast and quickness.
Mhm.
Bruce Lee took over 20 guys, right? It was straightforward here and there, here and there. He didn't get hit that much because when he get hit, he get mad. So he didn't let nobody touch him. Jackie Chan got fucked up.
Yeah, Jackie got his ass kicked.
Hey, Jackie Chan got kicked. Jackie Chan got hit in the head. It's just what makes Jackie Chan. He's like very entertaining to watch. Bruce Lee, you might be, oh damn, you inspired to see Bruce Lee. Jackie Chan, you like, damn, it's that. So that's why I'm gonna go with Drunken Master because it's the excitement and the style of fighting, So I give it to Drunken Master because of that. I don't know.
I want to add the fact that Jackie is the master of moving a fight scene from one location to the next location to the next location, and it's very fluid. And during his fights, he's not scared to show weakness. He's not scared to show pain. He's not scared to show that he fucked up. He's not scared to show that he does mistakes that any other person would. So for me, it would be Jackie Chan.
And one thing you gotta say too is that Bruce Lee fought as a superstar, as a master.
Yes.
Jackie Chan fought as an underdog.
And he fought as a human being.
As a human being. And,
yeah.
He put himself, he showed you like, then if you're in that situation, Jackie Chan is gonna come out either pulling out a jacket and coming out in the movie, in the whole thing. There's a scene that he's walking back and his feet go inside one of those water bottles, whatever, and he kicked the guy in the head with the water bottle. He couldn't take it out, so he could at the same amount of fight. The adrenaline, he just kicked the guy. So that type of thing. So,
yeah. Well, I mean, Legion.
That's what I guess.
Legion's going for Enter the Dragon, so I guess it's up to me. I have to go Drunken Master, man. Gotta do it.
Yes.
I mean, I love Bruce Lee, and just like you guys said, Bruce Lee is one of the most influential people on like ever born, basically. Not even just in the form of martial arts, but just in the form of just being a human being. Basically, he was so inspirational to a lot of people. But I grew up watching. I mean, and I guess it's not fair to say because I would say that I grew up watching a lot of Jackie Chan. And if Bruce Lee was still alive, I could probably say the same thing about him. So it's probably unfair to say that. But I mean, I did grow up watching a lot of Jackie Chan. I loved him. And just like you said, it's like I didn't even think about it. But yeah, he can really take a fight to like 5 different locations. And it just keeps going. Like it doesn't stop. Like the scene doesn't cut. It's literally almost one shot of just non-stop action entertainment. You laugh, you cry, you feel for his pain. So he puts you through so many different emotions. And Drunken Master, I've never seen anything like that style before. It's almost as if like he was like not taking it serious, but the next thing you know, he's kicking your ass. And then I don't know, it's hard to describe it, but Drunken Master was just great. And I gotta say Drunken Master.
The only way that he kicked ass was getting drunk.
Yeah, exactly.
And using his environment. Like if there was a bench, he'd use it. There's a bottle, he'd use it. All that stuff.
Drunken Master moves to the finals. So this is it. We have Keanu Reeves taking on Jackie Chan. John Wick versus Drunken Master. Take your time. This is
John
it.
Wick Part 1.
This is it.
John Wick.
Oh, no. Listen to me. Ricky and I have done the past 2 or 3 starting. So, Kay, it's all on you, kid. You got to start us off.
I got to go John Wick.
Okay. But why John
Wick? I'm going John Wick because Jackie Chan and his fighting style in this film is relatable because like you guys said, he's the underdog. He's more human compared to like a film with Bruce Lee in it. So I can relate to that. But as a person who has a family, a child, seeing what John Wick went through when he lost his wife, what he went through when he lost his dog, for me is something relatable. I felt like I can relate to his character. So just based off that alone, and on top of just what he does with the guns, man, like Jackie Chan does crazy stuff with all his body parts, but what John Wick does with guns and like how he just like he can kick your ass with a gun even if there's not a bullet in there. You know what I mean?
Or a pencil.
Or a pencil. And
or a belt.
Yeah, like and like he just has swag. I love his car. Just all of that, man. I gotta go with John Wick. And I love the fact that there's lore to his underground lifestyle, basically. You know, like there's a backstory to that. And I gotta go John Wick just based off all that. How can you not love that car, by the way, too?
Oh, yeah.
You gotta love that car. So John Wick is for me. Ricky, it's up to you, buddy. Well, not up to you, but you're next.
I'm gonna Carlos, you go ahead. I want to see your input on this.
Okay.
Okay.
For me, it's more than a question of action. It's a question of the script, the movie, and how it's all portrayed moving forward. John Wick is a very straightforward. John Wick is very emotional. John Wick is very much about revenge, and John Wick has a very unique style to it that is very different from any other movie that was released around that time. So John Wick has an advantage there. When it comes, and by the way, his training in martial arts are very clean, done in wide shots, very believable. Even so, like there's one scene where he's running down and he flicks the magazine, and the way it pops out and the way he puts the magazine back in is
beautiful,
perfect.
Beautiful.
You know, militarily, it's perfect. You know, it's someone who's very comfortable with guns.
Yeah.
So in that one sense, John Wick is really, really good. Drunken Master, it's good. It's amazing. It's very human. You can connect to it. It's very funny. And you love the action, but the action seems a little fantasy-like. So as much as I love Master Chan and everything that he does and how wonderful it is, I would have to give it to John Wick.
Ooh.
Because John Wick really does bring your adrenaline up and down, and you get very emotionally connected to it. And where Jackie Chan is very funny, and you connect to him, but you connect to him as a person, you really don't go through that adrenaline rush. It's more entertainment. So I would give it to John Wick only because it literally pulls you into the story. It makes you feel what he's going through, and seeing how everyone else is scared of him and everyone around him is terrified of him. You are more invested and you want to find out more about the character. Yeah. So I would give it to John Wick because it draws you in, it pulls you in. The action is good. The action is accurate. The techniques are accurate. and there's a sort of level of mysticism to the whole universe.
Yeah.
You know, as far as, you know, the hotel, the coin system, who does this and who does that. So for that one reason, I will pick John Wick over Master Chan.
That's why you call him a teacher, right? So you can't even match that. My opinion to this is it's in the same way where Carlos is gave his opinion.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna go with John Wick just for the simple fact because
Wow.
John Wick is an excitement. It's an adrenaline from the beginning to the ending, right?
Mhm.
So not only that is that, remember this whole thing is about action film, right?
Mhm.
So John Wick is an action pack, completely.
Yes.
So he got the fight, he got the gun, he got the music, he got the sound effects, got everything. How about the crazy shit, unbelievable shit too as well. Drunken Master is very clean. He does everything himself. You know, when it comes that, I consider that to be more of a action, of martial art action film, right? John Wick is just like you want to like sit down and just be like, oh shit, the whole time. It's just that, you know.
Yeah.
And that's why I had in mind. I said, oh, John Wick is gonna take it for me.
Yeah. Not only that, as you're watching John Wick, you're sitting next to your friends. You go, "Oh my God! Oh shit! Did you see
Did
that?
you see that?
Yeah.
Dude, just put in my
And
popcorn.
Rewind
Stop
that!
shaking
Rewind
me.
that! I got to see that again."
Just the gun thing, bro. Just remind me that he mixed those characters, the Matrix and John Wick, together to make. That
Yeah,
just
I
great.
was telling Los that I felt like John Wick was like the retired like Neo or something. Like,
Yeah, that's what it was.
You know what I
That's
mean?
what I felt it too. So, being a fan of the Matrix and just seeing John Wick for the first time, like, oh shit, this is it. That's gonna lead to the Matrix, which it is.
Yeah.
I think
Which is-
another I think another thing that makes John Wick so special is that Bruce Lee trained his entire life. I mean, not Bruce Lee. Jackie trained his entire life to get to that point. And to see John Wick, his character, what the hell is his name? Keanu Reeves. To see him go from like Bill and Ted to like kicking ass in the Matrix and then to John Wick, like that's just like you don't see that too often, especially somebody do it so perfect and so flawless with the way that he did. Basically, it was just amazing. And something that you say, Los, which is pretty interesting, is that like as you learn more about him and as you learn more about people being afraid of him, like you're right, it makes you want to learn about this guy. Like, wait a second, why are these people fearing him? What is so crazy about this guy that makes like everybody in his underground world be afraid of him? And like as the film goes on, you see that and you're like, oh, now I see. And like you said, also with Jackie Chan, I like the fact that with John Wick, you see him get his ass kicked sometimes, and there is points where you're like, damn, he's about to get it, he's about to lose, and then he finds some kind of way to just come back and just win that fight, and sometimes barely, hanging on like by like a thread, you know.
And the other thing about John Wick is John has a level of respect for other people in his business, like that bouncer who was in front of the door. And he goes, "Oh, you've lost a little weight." He goes, "Yes, I have." He goes, "Are you going to take the night off?" He goes, "Well, yes, I am, sir. I'm going home." It shows respect for people around him. So not only is he tough and he's the boogeyman, but he'll respect you if you're a person who shows respect. And that adds another level of to John Wick's character that makes you even more, makes you want to learn about him more.
And Legion in chat says, plus the noise complaint. I thought that scene was hilarious when a cop came to the door.
Oh, yes.
It's like, so we got a noise complaint.
Hey, so you guys won't like to see a Jackie Chan and John Wick movie?
Oh, that would be great. Could you imagine a John Wick crossover with Jackie Chan?
That would never happen.
I know, but
because Jackie Chan be like, over here, come on. It trips over things, and John Wick's like, pop, 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 pop. Nah.
No, but imagine them fighting not against each other, but fighting a clan.
That'll be interesting. Two completely different styles. Completely different styles.
But Jackie also has a rule: no killing in his movies.
Oh,
True. Yeah.
True. So he lived the killing to John Wick.
John Wick, I hurt, you kill. So yeah, guys.
I don't touch a gun. I don't touch a gun.
It's true, he doesn't.
Looks like John Wick is officially the winner of our best action film of all time, in our opinion. He did it.
Absolutely.
Man,
though we had 2 adventure movies in the list,
oh my God.
John Wick's
You will never let that die.
I will not let that die.
Do you guys have anything you want to plug? Leave with our listeners / viewers. Promote whatever before we get out of here today.
First of all, I'd like to say thank you everybody for watching, listening, participating in the chat, and all that. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps us. And if you get a chance to review us, please give us 5 stars. The 5 stars will help other people discover us, possibly listen to us, and move us forward in the podcast world. Our podcast may be unique in the sense that we talk about everything from politics to movies, but this is no different than conversations you have with your friends. And KJ and I and Ricky, we're all friends, and we all love to talk about 1,001 different things. And we're very, we do like to see you guys participate in everything else. And we like to see one of you randomly join us. So you never know. Maybe one day it might be Dark Legion. Other day it might be Dead Man. We might ask you to join us for a podcast. You never know.
You never know.
Never know.
Maybe
but once
we'll give
again,
you a
guys,
t-shirt.
thank you very much for this. Thank you very much for all the support.
For sure.
I want to thank you guys for having me here. It's actually this is fun. It was fun. So
yeah, we definitely
might
gotta get you
again.
on
Call
here,
you for another
man.
one.
We gotta get you on for
I'll be
another
glad
one.
to come in. So
For sure.
it's a good topic. I have fun, honestly. So thank you for you guys, and for you
Hey, listen,
all
man. We're super happy to have you.
All right, guys. Once again, this is JHouze Radio, episode 29. We made you something special for episode 30. We'll keep you guys posted. Other than
And
that,
don't forget, keep us in your hearts, keep us in your bed, and we'll always keep you coming back for more.
Oh.
Yeah.
Los, you are turning this podcast into like one of those HBO midnight shows. Like, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Press that button.
You
All right,
know how to hit that button just right.
All right, guys. We're out of here. We will catch you later. Peace out.
Peace.
Later.